Dancing with the Stars eliminated its third contestant on Monday, and for the third time, a woman, Nancy McKeon, went home. Not only that, but it was the third woman who was in the bottom 5 that was announced during the Week 1 elimination. She followed Nikki, Glaser and Danielle Umstead off the dance floor. Will they be joined by the other two who were in the bottom 5, Mary Lou Retton and Alexis Ren, in the next 2 weeks? More importantly, why are the female celebrities dropping like flies? As we've previously noted, Dancing is a pretty equal opportunity show, producing 13 female champs from the first 26 seasons. In addition, 25 out of 52 finalists have also been women. There was even a 4-season streak with female champs: Melissa Rycroft season 15, Kelly Pickler season 16, Amber Riley season 17, and Meryl Davis season 18. The first winner, though controversially, Kelly Monaco, was a woman. So, historically, women have done well on the show. See Women in Jeopardy on Dancing with the Stars. All of the bottom 5 celebs in premiere week were female this season, however, is a different story. The first problem, as it were, is that most of the female contestants didn't come in with a demographically friendly voting base. With all due respect, Glaser, a comedian, Umstead, a blind Paralympic skier, and Ren, a model, were practically unknowns to most of the public. McKeon and Retton have way more notoriety than some of the remaining contestants, but the height of their fame was in the 80s. And while their fans who grew up with them is the prime Dancing viewer age now, they are also less likely to vote en masse and create dozens of email accounts like younger fans. When phone votes had to be discounted last week due to a glitch, John Schneider and his partner Emma Slater told Entertainment Tonight they were worried because the Dukes of Hazzard's Stars fans are primarily phone voters. Ren has a massive social media following, 12.8 million on Instagram, but we've seen time and time again that that doesn't translate into actual votes. Plus, the majority of her followers are probably male, who are less likely to watch the show, much less vote. With the exception of Glaser, who is a self-admitted bad dancer and was the worst of the women in Week 1, the other 4 are decent dancers. Umstead, obviously, was limited and tentative, but she gave it her all and had potential for another one of those inspirational runs on the show. Ren, who's the best dancer of these 5, McKeon and Retton have put in good performances, but none of them have had breakout routines that would rally votes. Ren's most memorable year dance comes the closest, but that's partially due to the emotional story, her mom's death from cancer, behind it. Add the fact that, while they all seem like nice people, none of their personalities have jumped out, like, say, Bobby Bones. For better or worse, then it's very easy to get lost in the mix. See Peter Murgatroyd knows exactly why Grocery Store Joe has lasted on Dancing with the Stars. The other aspect of this equation are the pros. Save for Cheryl Burke, who took several seasons off recently, the first-generation Dancing pros have moved on from the show. In terms of the male pros, Val Chmerkovskiy was the longest tenured one this season, having started in season 13, when he posted his worst finish, 11th place with Elizabetta Canales, the same place he just finished with McKeon. Say what you will about his brother Maxim Chmerkovskiy and his temper, but the old male pros, especially 6-time champ Derek Hough, were good teachers in addition to being good choreographers, and they knew how to bring out the best in their partners, even when they weren't the most talented or technically proficient dancers. The pros themselves cultivated their own fan bases, which helped when it came to votes. The same can't be said for the new guard, like Gleb Savchenko, Glaser's partner, or Artem Chegvintsev, Umstead's partner. Yet, had Umstead lasted, it would have been interesting to see how Chegvintsev would have created and adapted routines to suit her needs. Conversely, the new generation of female pros have stepped it up, resulting in wins for Whitney Carson, Lindsay Arnold, Emma Slater and Jenna Johnson. You can argue that they've had top-notch partners, like Alfonso Ribeiro and Adam Rippon, and anyone paired with them would have won, but they still had to produce routines to showcase their partners and get them to the end. But where they've really excelled is with their less talented partners. There was a comical height difference between Arnold and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar last season, but she treated it like a challenge to overcome, not a burden, and came up with some creative routines. Compare that to Savchenko, who, according to Glaser, told her that he's never met someone as bad as dancing as she is. Even if he meant it as a joke, it's not something you say to someone you're teaching who is already insecure about dancing. See Dancing with the Stars pro Val Chmerkovskiy doesn't think getting engaged to Jenna Johnson was very memorable. Watch. Whatever the confluence of factors, it's not a good look that only women who are good dancers have been eliminated or have been in the bottom 5 so far. While mediocre men have cruised by, a microcosm of the world, no shade though. Fan votes are part of the show, and Bones and Joe, Grocery Store Joe, a mob will have the votes. Let's just hope the prophecy isn't completed, and Redden and Ren aren't the next 2 eliminated. Dancing with the Stars now, change them until Monday night's show. Be sure to make your predictions so that the contestants can see how they're faring in our racetrack odds. You can keep changing your predictions until just before the next episode airs every Monday on ABC. You'll compete to win a spot on our leaderboard and eternal bragging rights. See our contest rules and sound off with other fans in our reality TV forum. Read more Gold Derby entertainment news for Gold Derby's free newsletter with latest predictions.